A corporate motivational speaker spanked a bunch of people and got paid for it, I assume, according to his ability, because it's a communist country. All right, so the corporate motivational speaker, Jiang Yang, said that he was spanking people as a training model that he's been exploring for many years. Well, you judge for yourself as to whether it's effective. Take a look. Statistically, one of them liked it.
Yeah.
Thoughts, 5 words or less.
Imagine doing that at Pop Trigger.
More bank for your butt?
Shit. Which means thank you.
Thank you?
Yeah, I didn't know how to say, sir, may I have another?
Oh, yeah, well,
But
me
thank
neither.
you. Shit, sir, may I have another? Wow.
Yeah.
According to him, the employees who were making excuses for this, he once said, he did it because I have not exceeded myself. This did come to the attention of various individuals and was viewed many thousand times on Weibo, China's version of Twitter. And yeah, we all saw it. Pretty amazing. Beaten with a stick.
I think the thing that struck me about this in particular was that the guy truly believes that this is a beneficial form of discipline in the workplace. Like this isn't, you know, when he was discussing it, it wasn't, oh, I got caught, I'm so sorry. It was like, you know, I've been doing research into this for many years, and I have found this to be very effective. And so that immediately got me thinking, I mean, what if we did this in this workplace? This isn't effective? Are you kidding? Like, what if we didn't get a lot of views on a video and Amir was like, line them up?
Line them up. Amir.
It doesn't.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't know.
I haven't exceeded
Scare
myself.
tactics. I don't think it's effective.
Yeah. Would you do this? You'd
He
like to
thinks
do
that
this to
he's-
us.
he
You
loves
have no
it.
problem with this.
No, but I wanted to like see like if you guys had like the threat of being paddled.
Oh, God.
But like you can't. There's like certain jobs that I feel like no. I like anything I say. It's gonna sound like I'm condoning this behavior.
No,
Like,
you be honest.
Yeah.
You just be honest.
No,
and
but like
forthright.
As long as you don't have a
would
stick
you
with
work
you.
harder if that was the outcome? If you didn't do good enough?
If you spanked me?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? No. 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 No, 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 no.
The only reason I'd want this to happen is so that I could sue.
Yeah.
You know, and I'd be, this is
So
not fair.
okay, but let's assume,
Imagine
let's suspend our
spanking Brett.
disbelief. Let's say that this was legal, you couldn't sue. Do you think that if at the end of every quarter or whatever, depending on our view count or how we were doing with subscribers, that Amir would spank you, that would increase your productivity?
You know the
No,
thing is,
I don't
would
think
get
it would.
spanked too. So like I like
Yeah,
to think
that's
that I'd
what
be
I mean.
getting
Jank would
spanked.
spank you.
Yes, he would spank me.
and then you would spank us.
So you'd be angry from the spanking, so I would be bruised. That's why I don't think that this works. I mean, I think it's just I think culturally we also have to keep in mind that it's just so different.
Different, exactly.
You know, it's not like these people.
Or like I'm gonna sue.
Yeah, it's culturally
gonna
so
sue, yeah.
different because
Unfortunately.
you would be rounded up if you expressed too much dissent against however you were being treated in the workplace, which is an extension of the government.
Yeah.
So that is why it's worse, is because you can't really talk. You see those women in the video who are sitting in the foreground just kind of turn their heads and look away, but not be like,
Yeah.
if this was in America, someone would just be like, oh my God, he's spanking people. This is hilarious, but also terrible.
Like,
I'm
this
gonna
is gonna
laugh
go
now, but
viral,
I'm gonna go
this is-
tell someone about this. Yeah.
And I think that you can tell by his reaction too that he knows he's not going to be facing any sort
Yeah.
of punishment.
Were you guys spanked as children?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, me
No?
too.
Well, my
Parents
parents
are such pussies.
My parents are older. I don't know if I was asked about this the other day, and I was like, if my mom.
I feel like you were like a really good kid.
I
Are
thought
you
you were gonna
kidding
say
me?
kiss her. I feel like you were a really good kisser.
I was just a
What?
big smoocher.
No, I wasn't going in that direction.
I wasn't a bad kid. I wasn't necessarily a good kid. But my parents were older, so are older. So it was just like, sit down and be still, you know. And if I didn't do that, it was like, well, that's what the kids do, you know. That's
Really? See, I feel like, I guess older, I feel like I was right at the cutoff where it was totally acceptable. Like my dad there was a belt involved, and that's just how it worked.
the metal side of a belt.
No, just like you take your belt, you
Fold
double
it,
it off,
yeah.
and you just smack the kid in the ass and say, "Stop it!"
Yeah.
And that was my dad. My dad would grab right here, and I would just be like, "Oh God, oh, stopping now."
Does that
just
hurt?
enough?
Yeah,
just like
dude,
if I
that's
was
like a very sensitive spot.
like right there.
Exactly,
It's
that's-
just enough. It's just
Why?
this very strange area that
It's like where the muscle meets the knee.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's just, and it's. I remember we were at like Phantom of the Opera, which was like this cultural experience, and the costumes were like those big butts, and I was like, those girls have big butts. Ah, it's really great. It was fantastic.
I know that if my parents watch this, they're gonna be like, should have used the knee trick.
Should have used the knee trick, but there's all those things that's just like similar to in the Secret Agent movie when someone like reaches out with a knife and then it's just like a small thing that you got to just learn to disable your kids.
My grandpa told me the way they used to punish him when he was a kid, they would put a pencil in between his fingers and then squeeze the fingers together.
Yeah, that would hurt.
pencil in between.
We
the two
had,
and then squeeze them.
but it was never the way that these things were. It wasn't like to inflict pain. It was never like this hurts. It was just things that would make you remember that this
That's
is a bad
the
thing.
problem, though.
It's
You
a,
can't-
It's a scare. It was to scare you. It was never with the force
You
of
can't
this.
expect everyone to do it with that intention.
Right.
I think a lot of people will end up doing it to inflict pain.
My brother got, if you
It's
said
like
something
vengeful.
bad,
Yeah.
it used to be you wash your mouth out with soap, which is just stupid. But my brother's was, all right, you're going to get some Tabasco sauce, which is something they sell at the
Oh, I
supermarket,
love
so it
that
can't
punishment.
be terrible. But my brother ended up just really liking Tabasco sauce.
But
so
I
it
feel
didn't
like,
work.
Amir, you pointed out a good thing. In this case, there was an element of public humiliation. And so that, coupled with the force that you brought up, just is this whole terrible
super
cocktail
communist.
of
Yeah.
Super
it's
communist.
very
It's
communist.
like you're letting down the workforce.
And all like the what the guy says, I haven't exceeded myself. It's kind of tragic.
sad.
You know, there's a lot of honor. I've let us all down, but like, who's to say? Maybe they were. Maybe they were the total shits of the office, and in the way that like we can identify and everyone can identify like those two people. Just kidding. Who are really shitty at the office, and you just want someone to hit them. Maybe this was like super cathartic for everyone. It was like, no, you know, Tom from payroll.
I don't think. I
Deserves
think everyone
to
was
get
pretty
hit.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
Yeah, there's no
I'm just
way
trying to find the benefit.
anyone was rooting
And I don't
for that.
understand how, like, one spank in public would be enough to be like, oh, I went through
Four.
with this and everyone saw.
He went down the line.
Which leads me to believe he's a sex pervert.
Yeah.
He's some kind of crazy sex pervert who then goes home.
Yeah, he has
And
been
just
exploring
me,
it
me,
for
me.
years. Like, there's
in
definitely
his
some
sex dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just the Chinese Christian Grey.
Exactly. And is this cut and dry, or is this a Christian gray area for you guys?
Oh my god.
I just came up with that. I didn't have time to vet
job.
it as to
Good
whether it was
job.
good or not. No, it isn't good because you guys are like, ah. Anyways, give us your thoughts in the comments section below. Are you for or against corporal punishment, lashes in the public square, or in the workplace? Give us your thoughts. See you next time.